Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the second weekly episode for the month of May 2026. There we go. For Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing series and interview series, because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see come up today is a thank you to Tom LAWLESS and the ASTROFLOWER weekly video series from across the pond. We've been cross-supporting each other's series now for many months. So thank you, Tom, for that cross-support. Live link in the text description area to Tom's ASTROFLOWER weekly video series. Makes it very easy to go on, click, and support. While you're there, please subscribe to Tom's YouTube channel, please. That all helps, just like doing it here. And as well, on the lower portion of your video screen as you're watching on Tom's channel and mine right now, right down here in the center, right down there in the center, you'll see this insignia. That's the like button. If you click onto that, please, that'll help with YouTube tabulation techno algorithm support on both channels. Next photo you're going to see, and that's for last week's episode. Take two. Last week's episode here, Dedication Around the Nation. That was May 8, 2026. It was actually this poster that you see right here. And it's our first new 7th season episode, now launched into our new 7th season here. Whoa! A Dedication Around the Nation. And not only was it our new 7th season first episode, but we also had a brand new guest here, not been here before, a guest interview, and that was Lucy Morningstar. And as well, not only if you've not seen it, live link in the text description area to watch the episode, but I will have live links to Lucy's Facebook pages and YouTube pages to help support Lucy on her musical path. So next photo you're going to see come up, and this is a follow-up to the April 29, 2026 episode. You're going to see that on your screen. And that was our 6th year anniversary actual episode. And this series was launched right here at PPI Recording Studio, April 28, 2020. And now that was 6 years. We're almost right to the day. So not only was it the episode itself for the anniversary, but we had a return guest interview, and that was Robert C. Ford. It was his 3rd time being here over the last 6 years. And Robert C. Ford is a poet right here in New York City. The follow-up is that he would be performing May 28th. You're going to see that on your screen, 2027, live show right here in New York City at 7:30 p.m., Midtown West at the Manhattan Plaza at the Ellington Room. Live links in the text description area to support Robert and get more information about that live performance. Now, next one you're going to see come up is a follow-up to our April 19, 2026 return jazz brunch gig. Scot, Albertson, John Boboni, you're going to see that flyer. And that was 3 weeks ago up at Pearl Street Station Restaurant, 53 Summer Street, Malden, Massachusetts. Malden's longest operating restaurant in the entire city of 40 years. Now, the follow-up is a thank you, the next photo, for Natalia Stico, who came out to support us for that gig. And you're going to see Natalia, she's left in the photo. And to the right is Paul Cisuerta, who we supported Paul that day. And he was part of the event because we were promoting his dad's 2nd children's book that was released the end of March 2026. It's called Seal in the Bathtub. And I'll have live links in the text description area to Natalia's website and also Seal to the Bathtub. And the next photo you're going to see come up, and this is a follow-up to our April 1, 2026 episode right here for Dedication Around the Nation. Now, this is for Barry Lipsky. Now, I met Barry, and it was a recount or a recap of the Beneath the Sea 47th Annual Expo weekend, the last weekend in March. So the April 1 episode was all about that, and I met Barry that weekend, and Barry was kind enough. He was Master of Ceremonies at a dinner that Saturday night of that weekend for the awards, and he got me up and I actually performed live. So that was part of that episode. Now, Barry is the head of LIDA, which is Long Island Divers Association, which is Long Island, New York, right? And we've talked about it since then. We promoted it right here at Dedication Around the Nation since then. But this one I didn't know about, and I stumbled onto it over the weekend. This is an interview that he just gave like 2 weeks ago on Long Island Divers YouTube channel. Never heard of them, which is a very cool channel all about interviews diving in Long Island Sound. Different dive clubs, different dive organizations. Really, really cool. Live links in the text description area. Congratulations to Barry for that interview. And I subscribe to their channel. So folks, please do that when you're on Long Island Divers YouTube channel. Please help support them. So next follow-up is this is actually WPLG. And this is from What's New from the Deep Blue Desk here at Dedication Around the Nation. Now, WPLG is a favorite news online that I watch. It's not local. It's Dateline Miami, Florida, right? But it's become a favorite for the last year and a half. And we talk about different news items that they have periodically here on Dedication Around the Nation. This just came up May 6, 2026. You're going to see that on your screen from their YouTube. And this is about, please be careful out there, folks, in the Florida waters, because 4 leatherback turtles have been struck by boats recently, and of course they're dead. So, and these are only ones that have been reported. There probably have been more. So please, folks, when you're out there in a boat, don't be doing like 40 miles an hour on the water. You're going to get to where you got to get to. Go a little slower. Just be careful of the accelerated movement now of not only turtles but other animals in the water, because it is mating season, right? And turtles are going to go up on beaches, they're going to lay their eggs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So just please be careful. That's the theme of this news report. Live link in the text description area to watch this news report and the nonprofit that's akin to it. And the next one is from Dateline, Seattle, Washington. And this is May 8th, 2026. This is Fox 13 Seattle. And this is, you're going to see the photo on your screen, and this is people. This is a sea lion. Look at this tremendous laceration gash that's actually dug into the skin of the sea lion. This clearly was probably either a fishing line that got snagged around its midsection, or they call them ghost nets. When fishing lines, also lobster traps, fish traps, when they become loose in the ocean, they become ghost nets, right? And then sea life end up becoming entangled in them. Whales certainly are, it's very well known for that. But this sea lion was rescued by a local nonprofit in Seattle, and it was attended to get that gash and laceration taken care of. But again, folks, I talk about it almost every episode. Please think about what you're throwing away. Please think about recycling. It's really important. And don't think that just because you're here in the East Coast and Upper East Coast as it is, that just because you're throwing something out in the window or something like that, it doesn't affect our local waterways and could actually have the potential going into an ocean and infecting other sea life from beyond just the upper Atlantic Ocean. So please, please consider that. This picture speaks a lot of words, right? So we have a couple of wedding anniversaries we're going to celebrate here today. And the first one is Steve and TERRI. Merrill from Massachusetts. TERRI watches every episode. It's a longtime supporter. Thank you, TERRI. And it's their 46th wedding anniversary. So, happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to Steve and TERRI. Happy anniversary to you. That deserves a horn. 46 years. God bless you. That's very cool. And we have one more wedding anniversary, and this is for Bob Hilberg and or Millie as it was. And it's their wedding anniversary. I think it just passed, actually. Really, really recent. And Bob is a gentleman I've been talking about for the last 10 weeks on Dedication Around the Nation because of this photo you're going to see come up. This is Sarah Bradley Fulton. This was the statue that was put up in Medford, April 20, 2026. I was there for the event. I followed around, took pictures of Bob. You're going to see one on your screen. So congratulations to Bob and Millie. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to Bob and Millie. Happy anniversary to you. That deserves a horn. Happy anniversary, Bob and Bill. Bobo, yeah, man. So Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor to Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing series and interview series. There we go. You see the logo on your screen. This was an answer to a negative situation. April 2020, all my personal gigs of 16, 17 years went away. The arts community was decimated by COVID. The concert series, Project 142, that was really stroking along, really flying along as a mobile concert series in New York, everything just stopped. So this was the idea I came up with, and Chip and I launched this video series April 28, 2020, and now we're 6 years and beyond.
All right.
All right, that deserves a horn. So that's why we celebrated April 29th with Bob, or I'm sorry, should say Robert C. Ford, and we celebrated with Lucy last week, May 8th, because it's now taking what we've learned over the years from marketing and taking it to the next evolutionary step, not just doing solely live concerts in New York City for artists and musicians. Now it's a bigger marketing platform. It was created by, meaning Project 142, that is, was created by and founded by retired minister here in New York City, Dick Leonard, in 2010. In his home, it was a house concert series up on the Upper West Side. It outgrew his home in 2013. Dick hired me in 2013 after watching me perform. Said, can you take Project 142 on to the next step? He had no idea this is where it was going to go. Believe me. No concept whatsoever, because it was just a concert series, mobile as it was in New York City up until April 2020. So I'm going to take it out today with a song, because I always sing a song from the very first episode for 6 years and change, mostly a cappella, and today's going to be that. And I just did a private gig this past Sunday, May 10. You're going to see that flyer on your screen, 2026, for Mother's Day. And it was a lot of family and a lot of friends at this party I went to perform in. And at the end of the gig, I sang this song. Now, this is one of the songs that I sing periodically in a group of a repertoire that I do annually on this video series. Like, think of your fellow man, lend him a help. That's another song that I do here at least once a year. But this song I haven't done yet for 2026, and I realized it when I performed this past Sunday. So this is for folks, it's a really hard time for a lot of people. $5 a gallon for gas, and et cetera, et cetera. So just keep this song in your head and in your heart, and you'll be okay. When I am worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep. And I fall asleep, counting my blessings, when my bankroll is getting small. We all know what that is. I think of when I have none at all. And I fall asleep, counting my blessings. I think about her nursery and picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. So if you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep, and you'll fall asleep, counting your blessings. Thank you for joining us today. Check out all the live links in the text description there. They are there for you. All the nonprofits, small businesses like Pearl Street Station Restaurant, Malden, Massachusetts, International Women in Jazz, certainly Jenkinson's Aquarium down in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. We will see you next episode. Enjoy the springtime in the Northern Hemisphere. It is here, man. 70 degrees out. It is beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Chip Fabrizi, owner of PPI Recording Studio. We will see you next episode. Enjoy the spring.